What's shaking, everybody? Beastly Gamer here. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about Microsoft's really dismal situation over in Japan. Xbox One isn't doing really well over there. There's 130 million people over in Japan, and the sales for last week for the Xbox One are really unbelievable. And that's I wanted to talk to you guys about it. But before I give you guys that incredible number, I want to let you guys know why I think that the Xbox One doesn't do well in Japan. The Japanese people are very humble and respectful people. Just having a conversation with someone from Japan and understanding what they are saying in their language, and if you buy something in a store, and the person you buy from, they're going to say "Domo arigato gozaimasu." That's basically saying thank you very much. You know, they're very humble people, and the West, in the eyes of the Japanese, for many years has been very imperialistic, very prideful, very boastful. And they know that Microsoft is a very well-off company, so in their minds, companies like Microsoft kind of go against the grain of what they as a people embody. And so for many years, Microsoft has had a lot of trouble in Japan. The Xbox had lots of trouble there. Xbox 360 had trouble in Japan, and the Xbox One seems to be doing even worse. I'll drop a link in the description. Xbox One and Microsoft humiliated again as PlayStation 4 and Nintendo have the last laugh. PlayStation and Nintendo owners won't be able to stop laughing when they see these shameful sales for Microsoft's Xbox One console in Japan. Microsoft's dismal situation in Japan just continues to get worse and worse, with news suggesting that the Xbox One sold just 99 consoles across the entire country last week. That's amongst a population of 127 million people. It compares with the soaring PlayStation 4 console, which sold 25,592 in the same week between January 11th and January 17th. Even the aging PlayStation 3 sold 10 times the amount as the Xbox One. The sales figures were pathetic, but then again, Microsoft has struggled for years in that territory. Takashi Shinsu, the boss of Xbox in 2014, quit in a humiliation after the next-gen console recorded 776 sales on launch week. Gamers in the country prefer home-based company Nintendo's console. The Japanese game company saw 30,172 3DS XL handhelds sold last week alone. According to data tracking company Media Create, here's how the other consoles looked last week from January 11th to 17th. The new 3DS sold 30,000, PlayStation 4 sold 25,000, PlayStation Vita sold 18,000, the Wii-U sold 15,000, the new 3DS sold 6,000, the Nintendo 3DS sold 4,000, PlayStation 3 sold 1,939, the Nintendo 3DS sold 1,162. Writing on the gaming website Kotaku, Brian Ashcraft, a gaming correspondent living in Japan, said, quote, "Selling under 100 Xbox Ones is grim, but seeing how the console's launch was a disaster and how Microsoft has posted miserable Japanese sales figures before, I can't be surprised. Coming off Christmas and a New Year's holiday, January is typically a slow period, so Microsoft can take solace in that, I guess," end quote. That, oh my goodness, that's unbelievable. 100 Xbox One sold in a week between 127 million people. I don't even need to ask you guys what Microsoft needs to do. What Microsoft needs to do at this point is pull out of Japan. You know, if they had good marketing, they had their own Japanese manager over at Microsoft, and the company is still doing that bad, it's not because of the consoles, it's because of the way the people feel about Western imperialism and the way they feel about Microsoft. I would just start up another front company in Japan, you know, throw them untold millions of dollars and have them start their own company there, and it could be a front for Microsoft, and it could be the Xbox One in a new box. Just call it a Japanese name and let it play the same games, because as long as it's a Western company, as long as it's Microsoft, the Japanese people are not going to mess with it. 100 consoles should let Microsoft know that. That's a very disappointing number. I can't believe it myself. That's why I wanted to make this big production. 100 consoles sold within 1 week in Japan is just unbelievable. I think they sold more Ouyas in Japan last week. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Should Microsoft just pull out of Japan? Should they just get up and go? Or is there any way that they can turn it around and start selling consoles over there? Let me know in the comment section below. Be sure to give a thumbs up, show support for the channel, and definitely subscribe. I'm the Beastly Gamer. I'll see you guys next time.
Let it go.